Gurgaon prices have already doubled in several micro markets. So naturally, investors are asking me one question. Above, भाई ग्रोथ कहाँ बची है गुड़गांव में? द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे, एसपीआर, golf course extension road? Yeah, the opportunity is already gone. But here's what most investors misunderstand. Gurgaon एक market नहीं है. Different corridors are at different stages of investment cycle. One is about protecting capital, one is maturing, one has already been re-rated thanks to infrastructure, and one is entering a very interesting phase thanks to connectivity and employment. So instead of giving you another top 5 sectors of Gurgaon type of video, I'm going to show you where Gurgaon is actually growing and the data and framework I use to differentiate between actual growth and market noise. Because in real estate, by the time everyone agrees on the opportunity, the easy money is usually already been made. Let's first understand why this question is important. As per the analysis of ANAROC between 2019 and 2024, that residential prices on Dwarka Expressway belt have increased by 83%. That is from 5359 per square feet to 9897 per square feet. And in New Gurgaon, the same increment is about 93% in the last 5 years. तो नेचुरल ना, जिसने 5 साल पहले पैसे लगाए होंगे उसके पैसे डबल हो गए होंगे. तो अब क्वेश्चन यही आता है यार, अब तो बहुत लेट हो गए. That's where most investors make a mistake. They look at historical price appreciation rather than asking what was the reason behind this appreciation. And more importantly, is that growth driver exhausted or the nature of growth is changing? That's a much better question because the entire city does not grow uniformly. Capital moves from one micro market to another. First, infrastructure grows. Then, businesses start to evaluate the location. Then, commercial activity grows. People start to move near their employment. Social infrastructure develops. Then, rental demand deepens. And eventually, the entire area gets re rated. Most retail investors move when the re rating becomes obvious. Smart Capital tries to understand the cycle earlier. Now let's look at the 4 corridors of Gurgaon differently. Let's talk about Golf Course Road. If you ask me, क्या ये गुड़गांव का highest growth corridor है? I would say that's a wrong way to evaluate it. Because Golf Course Road today represents something different. Scarcity, established infrastructure, corporate offices, premium residential communities, rapid metro, hotels, hospitals, schools, retail, and a concentrated tenant and buyer profile with substantial purchasing power. Golf Course Road आज की डेट में mature business and residential ecosystem है. When an HNI is looking to buy here, he is not looking for the next economic growth story. He is buying capital preservation, rental depth, scarcity value, and a premium address with established demand. And this distinction is important because growth and preservation are two different objectives. An entrepreneur with 80% concentration in their own business has a different objective than a person looking for an aggressive capital appreciation. So asking कौन सा area बढ़ेगा might not be the right question. The real question is, what role does this asset play in my portfolio? Now let's look at Golf Course Extension Road. There the story is completely different. Over the years, Golf Course Extension Road has moved from simply being the cheaper version of Golf Course Road to becoming a substantial residential ecosystem of its own. And that transition matters because a corridor becomes structurally stronger when people no longer have to leave it for their daily activities. Premium residential communities are here, hospitals are here, school आ गए हैं, retail आ गया है, connectivity has improved, and commercial development has started strengthening this ecosystem. This is what I call the maturing stage for a micro market. But here's the trap. Growing corridor does not mean any project on that corridor is a good investment. That's where investors lose money. बस सुन लिया यार गोल्फ कोर्स एक्सटेंशन रोड है तो किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट में पैसा लगा दिया. नो. Growing corridor location creates a tailwind, but asset still determines the outcome. Two projects separated by just 2 kilometers on the same corridor can give you completely different results because of developer quality, density, entry price, buyer profile, and future competing activities. So yes, golf course extension road maturing stage पे है, but don't buy the corridor. Buy the right asset in that corridor. अब बात करते हैं गुड़गांव के मोस्ट डिस्कस कॉरिडोर की, द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे. फॉर मेनी इयर्स इन्वेस्टर्स यही सुन रहे थे, भाई एक्सप्रेसवे आ रहा है, दिल्ली से कनेक्टिविटी इंप्रूव हो जाएगी, एयरपोर्ट पास हो जाएगा. सो मार्केट वॉज प्राइसिंग द फ्यूचर प्रॉमिस, बट टुडे द थीसिस इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. द द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 29 किलोमीटर्स लॉन्ग, कनेक्टिंग दिल्ली साइड टू गुड़गांव. इस प्रोजेक्ट में टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट करीब 9,000 करोड़ की लगी है एज पर अनाउंसमेंट्स. सो इट इज नॉट अ नेबरहुड रोड, इट्स अ मेजर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इंटरवेंशन. एंड व्हेन अ मेजर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बिकम्स ऑपरेशनल, द इन्वेस्टमेंट क्वेश्चन चेंजेस. पहले लोग पूछते थे क्या एक्सप्रेसवे बनेगा. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी विल दिस कनेक्टिविटी क्रिएट. एंड दैट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट स्टेज ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट साइकिल. बट इन्वेस्टर्स नीड टू बी केयरफुल हियर. एक्सप्रेसवे आ गया मतलब ये नहीं है कि सारे सराउंडिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स बहुत अच्छी इन्वेस्टमेंट है. दे नीड टू आस्क ट्रैवल टाइम क्या होगा, एम्प्लॉयमेंट सेंटर्स किस एरिया में आ रहे हैं, एक्चुअल हैबिटेशन बढ़ रही है, और वेदर द कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी इज बिकमिंग वायबल और नॉट. और मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली फ्यूचर सप्लाई क्या होगी इन एरियाज में. Because there is a major difference between infrastructure driven value and infrastructure driven speculation. First, create sustainable demand. Second, drive prices based on expectation. And since Dwarka Expressway has seen substantial re-rating of prices, the micro markets and project selection become all the more important. And here's something nobody tells you during the site visit. The biggest risk after a location becomes popular is not lack of demand. It's overpaying for the demand that everybody knows. An overpriced asset at a great location is still a bad investment. Now let's talk about SPR, Southern Periphery Road. For me, SPR is interesting not because यहाँ पे बहुत सारे industrial towers आ रहे हैं, but the bigger question is, can SPR become an integral part of Gurgaon employment story? Look at its strategic route. It interacts with NH8, Sona Road, Golf Course Extension Road, and southern part of Gurgaon. So while evaluating SPR, I will not only track the latest residential launches, I would also track commercial development, office occupation, traffic movement, social infrastructure, actual habitations. Why? Because I strongly believe residential demand becomes structurally stronger when it's backed by employment. Because लोग speculate तो कहीं भी कर सकते हैं, but जहाँ rent दे के रह रहे हैं, that's where they actually need to live. That brings us to the most strategic advantage Gurgaon has. Gurgaon has one of the deepest corporate office ecosystems in India. In my last episode, I mentioned there are 90 million square feet of grade A office space available in Gurgaon, and 79 million square feet were leased in just 1 year as per JLL, making it the strongest year. The exact city level numbers and India level numbers should not be confused. They tell a completely different story. But the broader signal cannot be ignored. The employment-led demand in Gurgaon is not a theoretical story. The city has large established office ecosystem. So for SPR particularly, I would keep watching whether it becomes just another residential address or it can become a part of the larger business and employment ecosystem of Gurgaon. If the latter is true, then the investment thesis becomes considerably stronger. Now, let me explain the biggest lesson from Gurgaon's own history. What led to Gurgaon's long term demand? It wasn't only apartment construction, it was employment, corporate offices, business districts, connectivity, and the entire ecosystem that developed around them. Why does it matter to a residential investor? Because offices से jobs create होती हैं, जॉब से लोग आते हैं तो हाउसिंग डिमांड बढ़ती है, हाउसिंग डिमांड बढ़ती है तो रेंटल डिमांड भी बढ़ती है, रेंटल डिमांड बढ़ने का मतलब है एंड यूजर डेप्थ बढ़ती है, और एंड यूजर डेप्थ ही क्रिएट करती है रियल वैल्यू फॉर द रेजिडेंशियल एसेट. द रियल सीक्वेंस इज जॉब्स, पीपल, हाउसिंग, कंजम्पशन, इंफ्रा एंड कैपिटल वैल्यू. मोस्ट रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स उल्टा सोचते हैं. वो देखते हैं प्राइसेस बढ़ रहे हैं, अब यहाँ क्या होने वाला है, तब तक real growth story has already been priced in. I would rather ask what is changing that will create sustainable economic activity for the next 10 years. That's a much better investment question. So, if you are evaluating a growing corridor in Gurgaon, or quite frankly anywhere in India, these are the 5 questions I will ask. And the 5th is most important and highly underrated. First is where the jobs coming from. और ऐसा नहीं कि भाई अनाउंस हो गया कि यहाँ पे कोई ऑफिस बिल्डिंग आ रही है. आई मीन रियल एम्प्लॉयमेंट इकोसिस्टम. आर कंपनीज एक्चुअली लीजिंग दिस एरिया? आर ऑफिसेज बीइंग शिफ्टेड इन द एरिया? विल पीपल नीड टू लिव इन दिस एरिया? बिकॉज अनाउंसमेंट डोंट पे रेंट, पीपल डू. सेकेंड इज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, whether it's real or just announced. There's a huge difference between proposed road, approved road, under construction road, and existing road. And retail investors often end up paying existing infrastructure prices for announced infrastructure. That's where speculation begins. Third, who is committing serious capital? Look beyond individuals. Track developers acquiring land, institutional capital, office developers, hospitality brands, schools, hotels, organized retail. Because institutional capital does far more due diligence than any individual buyer. Capital commitment is a stronger signal than any marketing noise. Fourth, is the rental demand growing? Investor सिर्फ capital appreciation ही देखता है. Very few study rental depth. But rental demand answers a basic question. Does anyone actually wants to use this asset? A asset with tenant and an end user buyer has a completely different risk profile than an asset where everybody is buying just waiting for the next investor. And lastly, how much supply can still come? And this is one of the most underrated questions. भाई अगर सप्लाई अनलिमिटेड है तो देयर विल बी ऑलवेज हाई कंपटीशन अमंग द एसेट्स. Scarcity matters, density matters, future land availability also matters. Because even in growing market, excessive supply can dilute your returns. Now let's answer the original question. Where is Gurgaon growing? My answer, in many directions and for completely different reasons. Golf Course Road represents scarcity, maturity, and capital preservation, while Golf Course Extension Road is going deeper into maturity. While Golf Course Extension represents a corridor that's moving into maturity. Dwarka Expressway represents infrastructure-led re-rating. And asset selection has become more critical thanks to appreciated prices. And SPR is a corridor I would watch closely the relation between connectivity, employment, and residential demand. But here's the important part. Don't just invest just because the corridor is growing. Because a growing market can have terrible investments and a mature market can offer excellent opportunities. Your investment should depend upon entry price, holding period, current portfolio, cash flow expectations,
and concentration risk.
Over the past several years, while advising entrepreneurs and HNIs investing serious capital in India and Dubai, one thing has become very clear to me. People don't lose money just because they don't know project names. They lose money because they start with the wrong question. पहला क्वेश्चन ये नहीं है कि भाई कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करूं. द क्वेश्चन शुड बी मेरा कैपिटल कहाँ कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड है एंड व्हाट डज माय पोर्टफोलियो नीड नेक्स्ट. ग्रोथ, इनकम, capital preservation, currency diversification, or liquidity. The best property in Gurgaon can be a wrong investment for your portfolio. And an overlooked opportunity can become extremely valuable. That's what we discuss here on Real Estate with Siddhant. We look at real estate through the lens of capital allocation, currency diversification, and long term wealth preservation. If you want to review your real estate portfolio, I have created a simple form, the link of which is in the description. Fill that and our team will get in touch with you. If you like our episode, subscribe to Real Estate with Siddhant. See you in the next episode.